Hey, what's up guys? This is Pastor Quinn. Super excited about our next video, just talking about the expectations of what it means to be a small group leader. Number one is you've got to be present, right? If you're not present, you can't make a difference. Can't make a difference with an empty seat. And so we want you guys to be there as often and as consistently as possible, because life change happens in the consistency of relationships and how often you're there. Number two is, man, we want you guys to be relational. Basically what that means is just be open and honest with your students. Connect them with Jesus. Don't give them a lecture all the time, but take time to listen to what they have to say. I think sometimes we want to talk so much that we don't let students speak their hearts, and therefore we don't really know what's going on in their lives. So just be relational. There's a guy named Craig Groeschel, and he says, I'd rather follow a leader who's real than one who's always right. So be real, be vulnerable, even about your struggles, and that'll help other students open up about their struggles. Number three is be about Jesus. Remember that you are a representation of Christ when you're with your kids, right? So it's not just you representing Christ by what you say, but also how you live, right? These kids are watching you wherever you go, and so you want to make sure that what you say and how you live is representing Christ in all circumstances. Number four, be aware. Be aware. There are going to be times where you have new students that come into your group, and they've got to feel included. They've got to feel like they're part of a family. But I did hear at one point, I had a student come up to me, and they said, I'm not coming back next week. And I said, why? And they said, well, my Connect group leader didn't even notice me. And so, and that is definitely not anything that we want for any student. So notice those new kids, man, make them feel loved, make them feel cared for, and man, invite them back to the next week, because every student is valued in our ministry. Number five, be patient. I want you guys to understand that the first few weeks that you start to do small groups and connect groups, it could seem a little crazy, a little chaotic. But remember that relationships take time, right? They don't happen overnight. You've got to come in consistently, day in, day out, do things outside of connect groups, like take them out to ice cream or have a movie night at your house. Just things to go the extra mile to develop that relationship. And with time and with patience and with prayer, God will begin to make that connection with you and your students. Number six, be checking your emails, be checking your text messages. Man, this is kind of my way to keep you guys up to date with everything going on in our ministry. That way everybody is on the same page. Number seven, be praying. Man, some people say prayer is the least thing you can do. Man, prayer is the most you can do. Man, it invites God to do for us what we can never do ourselves. So man, spend plenty of time on your knees, man, praying for your kids by name, praying for them, and then also praying with them, because God can do more in a moment than what we could do in a lifetime. Thank you so much, guys. That concludes small group training part 2.